me yesterday and was like, or last night and was like, "Oh hell yeah, the Blue Jays are losing. Oh shit, it's the Royals were winning."
Yeah, that's yeah. 'Cause like I saw them like go up last night, and I was like, yes. And then I was like, wait, yeah, like wait a minute, shit, like I'm cheering for a fucking Salvador Perez home run. Like,
Right,
yeah,
right.
do that.
Like I don't want. I'm so sick of bloop singles by Mike Moustakas.
If I see one more blue by Hosmer, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Royals baseball from the spectrum of attempting a bunt and hitting a home run. So what isn't Royal? What isn't Kansas City Royals baseball right now?
It's chopped singles and them shooting the arrow at each other to the
Yeah,
dugout from like
yeah,
second base.
yep. But yeah, if I see
Dude,
Hosmer,
that's so bad. Oh man.
I hate those two teams so much.
yeah. And it's everyone else
Yeah.
hates them too. It's not like it's just Oriole fans or like everyone else hates them too.
Yeah. Oh,
That's what makes it so perfect too. Like last year people were like, "Oh, give the Royals a chance, like they're a feel good story." And now it's like, "Fuck those guys." Like,
Yeah,
we
we
honestly
honestly.
didn't mind them last year. We lost to them last year. I was like, whatever. It's the Royals. I don't. It's like annoying. But then now it's like, this fucking team.
Yeah,
someone last year compared them to cicadas, like them and their fans, because they were like they're annoying as shit and they only come around like once every 29 years or whatever.
yeah, not a fan.
That's
I mean, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. I need goons in the World Series, and the Royals just don't. They don't suffice for me. I need a Blue Jays lineup 1 through 9, just goons. I mean, we're not even talking Donaldson, EE, and Bautista. I need Pilar. I need Pilar to hit a grand slam next game. I need Goins. Uh, I ride that team, and I need them to wear the light blue jerseys every
Yeah.
game for the rest of or ALCS. Need it.
The
Need it.
best is 2 out of 3 people here are blocked by Jose Batista on Twitter.
Yeah,
Dude, it's so good. It's
I got
so
blocked
good.
by him. I DM'd
You
him
got
after.
blocked the same day by him.
I DM'd him after the him and like Jonesy got into it, and the next day it was like, "You've been blocked."
All the people who are like, "Oh my God, just got a follow from Joey Batista. Like this is the best day on earth." Guy follows like
Who else does that?
4.6 million people.
Irvin Santana does that, I think.
hmm
There's some hockey player, Boychuk, I think, like Zachary Boychuk or someone. Someone just followed me, and it was like forward for the Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah, Zach Wojcik. Yeah.
And he follows like 148,000 people. And I was like, oh, okay. Like I texted Charlie Wisco, and I was like, what's up with this guy? Like, what's going on? And he was like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he has like a robot that just follows all these people for him.
Hey, what's the deal with Boychuk? You know this guy?
Well, yeah, 'cause I was like, yeah, hockey. Like, I don't, I guess I'll see him tonight. I'm going to the Caps Hurricanes game.
Oh yeah.
Big night. Backstrom's back.
Nice. Team looked good on Thursday, man.
Yeah, they whipped up on the Blackhawks. That was nice to see.
Caps.
Yeah, I like it.
Who knows? Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here, I'm not a big I'm not like a big guy that's just gonna like drink Gatorade whenever. Like I love Gatorade. I'm definitely a Gatorade guy, but was craving one yesterday. I must have stood in front of the cooler for like a good 3 to 4 minutes trying to figure out which one I wanted because Gatorade is 100 times better in that long bottle with the twist off cap. You know what I'm talking about? Obviously, 100 times better in that bottle. And I got fierce strawberry, and it could be top 3. It could be top 3.
For softball, I used to always go the G2 fruit punch and then strawberry lemonade. The G2 tastes so much better. I don't know why. The light calorie shit, or like less calories. It's so good.
I do orange every Wednesday for basketball.
Is it orange?
Yeah. Orange is number 1, hands down.
I would have never pegged you as a G2 guy, Eric. Would have never pegged you.
I don't know why I tried it one day, but I was like, this is so much better.
See, the most I'll get out of bounds with Gatorade is I like Gatorade Rain Lime. I don't know how you guys feel, but it tastes like the Mr. Freeze green.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm basic. Give me orange, fruit punch, and
You go.
Riptide Rush.
Yeah, Riptide Rush.
What's up?
I'm basic. Orange and 1, fruit punch
Yeah.
2, and then a big gap to Riptide Rush at 3. Lemon lime a close 4.
See,
Oh
at the
yeah. I
bar
think
for us,
that.
we have a shot, and it's called, like, I'm sure you guys have had it. It's called a Gatorade shot. And
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
and like,
purple
I
Gatorade.
kind of, I was going heavy on those, yeah, but then I kind of steered away because like, I don't want to be drinking Gatorade after a basketball game, and just, it automatically just be like, oh my god, this tastes like that fucking shot.
um. This is one of the things I want to talk about. RDT, we got done with that podcast. Was it a week ago? And first thing that came to mind, you're like, yeah, let's get some topics for next podcast. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, whatever. So things start coming to me, and I'm thinking about my roommate and I were having a heated debate and whatnot. I'm not a big snack guy, but if I have a snack,
You're freezing up.
if you're going into a gas station and you're getting a snack and you're getting one thing, preferably something in a bag. I'm not talking about the tornadoes that are rolling on the thing for like 6 hours. If you're getting one thing at a gas station, what are you getting? Or top 3 at least.
So we're talking just snacks, like at the counter snacks,
In the aisle snacks.
in the aisle snacks. You
Yeah.
remember the little? They're like cowtails, but they're the little circular.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Those Twizzlers.
Wow.
Those Twizzlers and Starburst are my top 3. Like when I drive from Cincinnati to my home back in my parents' home in Pennsylvania, those are the 3 I get for my car trip every time.
What's your favorite Starburst flavor?
Orange.
No
Wow,
red?
that's bold, man.
Orange. It's the best.
Orange is kind of an under the radar Starburst. I mean,
Yeah.
you got your reds and your pinks are upper echelon, but wow, orange flying under the radar heavy.
I'll take all orange. I'll take all orange Starburst and Gatorade, and I'll be happy.
Now
How about-
this answer for me is the easiest thing of all time because I literally do it every time. Every time I go to the gas station, I get 6 Slim Jims, the big like the
6.
foot-long one.
You're like 5'4". How do you eat 6 Slim Jims?
6 Slim Jims, like a bag of sunflower seeds, and then a pack of the wild berry Skittles in the purple bag. That's it.
Wild berry Skittles.
I'm not.
Those are- yeah, those
I'm not a huge seed guy.
Really, I'm a gigantic seed guy. I have a bottle filled up with seeds in the other room
See,
just because
what
I
I
filled
do
it
like
up.
to know is just sticking a bunch of them and just sucking the flavor off
Yeah.
without
Yep.
actually eating the seed.
Yeah, like this here.
And I couldn't figure out how to open them with my mouth.
Uh-huh.
Giving somebody the bag, telling them to eat all the seeds, and then dumping all the salt in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can take the seeds. I don't even want them.
No, I mean I just straight up fill up water bottles or Gatorade bottles or Coke bottles, whatever, just full of seeds. My
That's-
girlfriend hates
So what are you, an original guy then?
original, and then the Bigs. I don't know if you guys have that where you guys are, but it's one of those brands. The Bigs has like an Old Bay flavor. It tastes
Ooh.
nothing like Old Bay. It tastes like the packet of seasoning that you put on ramen. Like that flavor. That's exactly what it tastes like.
Wow.
Believe it or not, I haven't had ramen in probably 11 years.
Oh, you're missing out.
Well, when I was in high school, after it was my state quarterfinal game, we won. I ended up going to a party that night. Got a little blitzed. Ate some ramen and threw it all up. And ever since then,
Oh,
I haven't eaten it. Okay, that makes sense.
that's a sight.
yeah,
I never
11
had.
years. I was 17.
Never had, man. Never had ramen.
Oh my God. What do you mean? You're in college. You have to have ramen.
To Easy Mac. I lived on Easy Mac in college. Easy Mac, Bertolli, and Minute mashed potatoes.
Big ramen guy. You take some Frank's Red Hot and dump half a bottle in it. Delicious.
Easy Mac.
Yeah.
Easy Mac over ramen 100 out of 100 times.
Yeah, I need to be on the RDT diet. Bad.
It works.
What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts, wild berry Skittles, and ramen. I need to be on that diet, and I need to
I
be
had
on
a Pop-Tart.
I
I
like-
was in the middle of a Pop-Tart debate the other day, or a couple months ago, actually, with
Uh-huh.
a big group of my friends on Twitter. We were having and it grew. Like, there's just like 3 or 4 of us talking about it. Then all of a sudden, we had people all over the country chiming in. One of my friends like unfrosted, was it unfrosted strawberry, and he puts.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I know. I mean, for me, the wild berry Pop Tarts might be number one.
Dude, wild berry. I'll tell you right now, what makes wild berry unbelievable is just the colors.
Right.
You can find me that blue on the color palette. And it's over. It really is.
I
I
don't
don't
know
even
why
think
some sports team hasn't adopted those colors because those uniforms would be fire.
They would. They would.
too good. Too good. Maybe the best color purple and by far 110% the best color blue you'll ever find. I think that's electric eel blue, straight from the Crayola markers 24 pack. Not even joking. That's almost too good. RDT, you said you are a big cookies and cream guy.
Throw those bad boys in the freezer.
Yeah,
Throw
that
the
is.
freezer?
45 minutes, and it's like an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. That's not bad.
Try it out. I'm telling you.
But see, I agree with you on that because my number one cereal, Cookie Crisp.
Yeah.
I don't care that I'm 28.
Wow.
Cookie Crisp, I will eat cookie. Right now, my girlfriend and I, we have a pantry, and I put my cereal on top of the freezer. She's got her healthy stuff in the pantry. I got Fruit Loops and Cookie Crisp.
Wow, Cookie Crisp. Cookie Crisp to me is better than Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but not as good as Golden Grams.
See, I'm a big cinnamon toast crunch guy. I can
You're
eat
a
a
big-
box of that myself.
Ooh, yeah, it makes my stomach hurt.
See, I was talking about this with Mike Golick Jr. on Twitter the other day. We were talking about cereals,
Mm-hmm.
and we both agreed Cookie Crisp. Remember Waffle Crisp? Are you guys old enough?
Waffle Crisp was my number 2. That's my number 2.
Crisp, Fruit Loops, and then the only time I don't eat cereal with milk is Frosted Mini Wheats. I eat them as like a snack.
I never eat cereal with milk.
You and my cousin.
I
It's my
think I've had
cousin from.
one bowl of cereal with milk.
It's my cousin from the town next to where you're living.
Mhm.
That I was at in August. You too. What's up with freaking Annapolis, Anne Arundel County not putting milk in their cereal?
I do.
Yeah, what's wrong with you guys?
As you can tell from my amazing bone structure, I can't tell you last time I had a glass of milk. Maybe when I was 4 years old.
Dude, your calcium deficiency has got to be at sea level.
My bones are like Troy Tulowitzki's, just made out of like fucking Play-Doh, probably.
That's. I'll start calling you Jose Reyes.
Do it, yeah.
Yeah, that's too good.
Milk's-
For me, number one, Golden Grams. I could eat maybe 2 boxes of Golden Grams right now. Number 2, Waffle Crisp. That is a solid mention right there, Bobby, because I don't think anybody remembers Waffle Crisp. I thought it died.
I don't know if it's. I haven't seen it. It might be non-existent anymore.
Haven't seen it since like my sophomore year of high school, and I don't know how I've been dealing with it. Number 3 is tricky because there's a ton of them that can be number 3. But I'm gonna give Fruity Pebbles the nod at number 3, and my wild card, most underrated cereal, Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks not bad. I'm a big Frosted Cheerios.
Yeah, Apple Jacks are definitely an underrated one. I feel like no one really talks about this.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
Are they around anymore? I don't know.
Apple Jacks?
So.
Yeah. It's nothing that's gonna be in my top, but one of those things where it's like, wow, I could really use a nice bowl of Ajax right now.
Every now and then, yeah. Understandable.
Yeah. Nothing that's gonna be nothing too flashy, but when you want it, you kind of have to need it. So, you know.
Mhm.
I never went for my gas station foods. I forgot. Damn it. This one's tough 'cause I can go a ton of different ways here. Actually, you know what?
What's the question?
His
Gas station foods. I never went with my gas station foods. I think you know what I'm a big fan of is just the plain bag of rye chips, like that are in Gardettos, those brown things. I don't know how you guys. No, you ever had Gardettos?
Rye chips?
Like the rye, like the brown circles, the crunchy things that are in Chex Mix and Gardettos.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just get an individual bag of those.
I
And I don't know.
in a bag.
Yeah. And for me, like I'm the pickiest eater of all time. I won't eat shit, but for some reason, sea salt and vinegar chips are like my go-to now.
They're not bad.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're good.
Have you guys ever heard of those?
What's up? Sorry, you were breaking up, man. What'd you say?
Have you guys ever heard of the company Grippos?
No.
They make this hot and spicy cheese popcorn that's phenomenal. I pick it up once a week when we go to the grocery store, and it's gone by like Tuesday.
Just in high demand.
It's it's like a medium bag, so it's more than one serving, not like one sitting, but it's not enough to last. Like we usually go grocery shopping like Sunday mornings.
Right.
It's not enough to last Sunday to Sunday. It's enough to last me like Sunday to Tuesday.
Gotta double up.
I know, but I get yelled at because then I get double stuffed Oreos.
My girlfriend brought home those the pumpkin spice Oreos.
Yeah, how are those?
I haven't tried them yet. I could go do a taste test right now.
That should not. Oreos are made to be regular or double stuffed.
You want me to go get one and do a taste test?
Yeah, actually I do.
Yeah, go get one, Eric.
I'll be back.
Wild Berry Pop-Tart's #1 for Reags. And then what follows that in succession? What's the other go-tos for P-Tarts?
Just frosted cherry or frosted strawberry, frosted cherry.
Yeah, no doubt.
And frosted blueberry.
Yeah, frosted blueberry is a good one too.
Now, do you remember back in this would have been like, was it 96 or 2000? One of the Olympics, or maybe both Olympics.
Has to be.
They had, I don't even know what flavor it was, but they had a blue frosting with white star sprinkles on them.
Ooh.
Those were delicious.
I gotta agree with you on that frosted strawberry. Like when I'm talking like pastries and goon treats, I need to kind of get out of bounds and get something just out of bounds, just something out of bounds. But frosted strawberry, I don't think you could ever go wrong with a frosted strawberry Pop-Tart. I could eat like 4 of those.
I'm basic when it comes to food.
Yeah.
I don't like exotic tasting. Just give me my regular strawberry, orange, grape.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm happy.
I don't know about these guys. They look a little.
Is that hummus?
That looks terrible.
This is the pumpkin.
It looks like hummus.
It does. All right, we're trying it.
That's a good chew.
You know what? These aren't
You're right.
too bad. These are actually really good.
No way. I'm not buying it.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Do you like pumpkin though? Like I don't like pumpkin flavored stuff.
I don't like apple pie. I don't like cherry pie, but I will absolutely demolish a pumpkin pie, like by myself to the face.
Oh, that's awful.
I'm not like a big pumpkin beer guy. Like I'll drink it, but I'm not like one of those guys who like goes out and.
I won't even drink
pumpkin beer.
I won't even drink pumpkin beer.
Yeah.
All right, here you go. What's your 3 favorite beers?
I don't. We'll go Coors Light, Natty Boh, and then my third is I really like that the Fielder's Choice, the Heavy Seas Fielder's Choice, the Cal Ripken one that they released this year. I don't know if you guys have had, but it was really good.
Yeah.
So I'm a big cheap beer guy.
Oh, yeah. Me too. My #1 is Natty Light.
Natty Light. Natty Light. It's in your bio. You know.
It is. Well, my old Twitter. Yeah, but we hell, my friends and I will arrange 28 to 32, and when we get together every weekend, we just pick up Natty Light because it's delicious.
I agree, dude. I'm a big Busch Light guy. I mean, I could drink light beer. I mean, obviously, given I'm still in college, but still, I don't mind drinking, 12 to 15 light beers and just getting sauced off of a 30 rack. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But yeah, I'll tell you what, Cincinnati has some good local beers. Like they have this one only in the summer, and it's called Strawberry Pig, and it's just got like this hint of strawberry flavor to it. It's fantastic. We've only had it once, but I was like, it was at some event that we were at, and it's like, holy hell, where can we get some of this?
Right.
Yeah. I've had a banana, like a banana bread beer before. That was pretty good.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was
banana bread wheat beer. Yeah, that stuff's not bad.
It wasn't bad at all. I actually really liked it. It was good.
Yeah. I'm a big Sam Adams. I'm not actually. I hate Sam Adams, all their beer, to be perfectly honest with you. But my number one's Rebel IPA. I don't know if you guys have had it. I'm a big. You know, you get to that age where you try an IPA and you're like, I don't understand how people can like this garbage, and then you just kind of acquire the taste. And I actually like. I don't drink much, but I like the hoppy beers. Like so, Rebel IPA. I like Dogfish 90 Minute, and
Yeah.
yeah, those are phenomenal beers. And I don't know, third has to just be a light beer because I'm not fancy when it comes to it. You know what I'm saying? So
Some
if I
cheap beer. That's
yeah,
what.
give me a 30 rack of Busch Light cans. No doubt
Dude,
about it.
we went to a bar after work the other day. I was telling JJ about this, and we asked the bartender for 10 Natty Bows, and she pulls out like an unopened six pack, like in the thing, like with a plastic wrap on it, the six pack like that.
Yeah.
The,
Brings in
thing,
two of
the
them.
things
Takes
that
two of them. Like, all right, here you go, boys. It's like $10. $10 for 10 beers.
you talk about the things that dolphins get their stouts stuck in.
Yeah, yeah, those, yeah. Things that you need
Wow.
to cut up before you recycle.
Yeah, big economy killer right there if you're asking me.
That's like so. Cincinnati is an AHL hockey team, and tonight's their opener. They have dollar beers, dollar pizza, dollar dog night tonight.
Ooh.
Wow. You want
Yeah,
to talk about
I've gone to one Cyclones game and we got kicked out because it was my buddy's birthday. This was probably about 4 years ago. My buddy's birthday, so we had like 25 people out. One of our friends from college was from Louisville, blasted out of his mind, saw a redhead walk by, convinced himself it was Andy Dalton, and said, "Watch this, Andy. I got a better arm than you," and started throwing hot dogs at like the 16-year-old kid. Needless to say, we got ejected pretty quick.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, dollar dog, dollar beer, dollar pizza. That's a phenomenal marketing strategy.
Yeah, and I mean, they play in downtown Cincinnati, so it's like it's right next to like Great American and Paul Brown. So it's a great spot. It's dangerous when they do stuff like that.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you gotta get people to the games, man.
That's like, I mean, that's
They
like the
They
minor
sell out quite a bit.
when the minor league teams do that. Like I know Bowie has something, and it was like just to like get people to the game. It was like if you buy a free lower deck ticket on like Tuesdays, you get like a free foot-long hot dog, a free bag of popcorn, a free bag of chips, a free bag of peanuts, and like a free large drink.
Yeah, that's a
All
steal.
for a
Man.
all for like a lower ticket that costs $14. I love minor league games. Minor league games are so much fun.
I was just about to say, man, I'm on like a huge minor league baseball kick. I mean, from the jerseys that these guys are wearing to just, I mean, the overall atmosphere. I mean, it's it's nothing too huge, but at the same time, it's a nice getaway. I mean, go to a game, check out some prospects. I mean, and obviously being a sports fan, you can't beat going to a minor league baseball game for cheap. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
When I lived back home, we have a big independent league where like Ricky Henderson went and played, Jay Gibbons was playing there. So we had all these like degenerates. It's like it was like the York Revolution, which Chris Hoyles was the manager of.
Oh really? That's awesome.
And, just the same thing. It was like $3 to get in because this was like 06, 07.
Yeah.
$3 to get in. 25-cent hot dogs, dollar beers, and it's like I'd go with $20 and
come home with like 10 and be blitzed and full. That's awesome.
Actually, speaking of minor league, I was talking to one of my buddies who writes for Bleacher Report, and we were having a conversation on Twitter, and this girl like chimed in and clicked on her profile, and she's like a personality down south in Texas, like verified and whatnot, like the whole gig and whatnot. And she followed me, and I followed her back, and we were just like bullshitting one time, and she was talking about the Corpus Christi hooks, and I like replied, and I was like, oh nice, like I actually just ordered a Corpus Christi hooks shirt because I'm like on this huge MILB kick, and she DM'd me, she's like, oh, I'll send you a jersey, like we always have these things to give away. And sure enough, like 3 days later, I had a Jose Altuve Corpus Christi jersey in the mail.
Awesome.
It was awesome. I mean, granted it's an XL and I'll never wear it out, but I mean, I might have to flip it for like 25, 30,
That's cool.
I I need to get somebody to start sending me some free. My goal is just to have someone send me free basketball shorts. Like I live on college basketball shorts.
Oh, no doubt about it. My brother, I remember. What's up, Ma? She goes, oh yeah, by the way, you guys talk about like a 25-cent hot dog. She goes, oh, I'd be there. She goes, I'm in. Like, fluff back in there, Mom. Podcast with my friends. Yeah. You talking about the basketball shorts, Regs?
Yeah.
My brother used to have, when he was in like high school, college, he used to have like the North Carolina, the ones with the like the zigzag diamonds on the side.
Yep.
Cincinnati Bearcats ones. I mean,
at one point I had 27 different pairs of college shorts.
See, that's how I am with shirts. I probably have like 35 shirts, and I only wear like 3 of them. They just don't fit me anymore.
I mean, I had UNLV, I had Wake Forest, Missouri, Kentucky. Gosh, who else did I have? Georgetown. Gray and blue Georgetown. I had USC. Yeah, just random ones. Colorado at one point.
Yeah. Goon teams from out west. I need a Coastal Carolina dry fit more than you guys.
That's like, so somebody on Twitter is possibly getting me some free Butler basketball tickets for a game to go out to Hinkle. Nice. And I'm like, that's great. Can you send me shorts though? Like
I don't even need the tickets. If you just had like a pair of shorts laying around, like
I'll pay the $40 for the ticket to go to Hinkle because I really want to go to Hinkle. But I would definitely wear some basketball shorts.
That's too good, man. Not to change the subject, Regs. I was jamming out to some T Swift. I know you're a huge T Swift guy. Am I right?
Just big pop guy in general. I love
it. I've never really bought into like the whole T Swift movement. She's come out with some bangers recently, man.
What do you mean she's come out? She's had bangers for a decade now.
Yeah.
That's the thing though, has she?
Oh, absolutely.
Love Story?
Yeah.
Love Story was a jam.
She goes back to having bangers. Like the very first song she had came out when I was still in high school because I remember my senior year dating a girl who was a sophomore and like driving around and this song came on. It was like when I was getting ready to leave for college. And I was like, this girl's phenomenal. Plus she grew up like her hometown's like 45 minutes from me.
Oh,
so
nice.
I knew people that like kind of knew her before she moved to Nashville and whatnot. And I'm like, look, like even my girlfriend loves Taylor Swift, and I'm like, look, if you can set me up, I might be able to swing something here.
I might be able to sling some. Telling people that you like know are like, Taylor, like, oh, Taylor, yeah, grew up like 45 from the house. You know, I used to see her at parties and stuff. Rival high school.
I've been on the Taylor bandwagon for going on a decade.
Yeah, and what brings me to my next point, I think it was your initial post for Barstool was the pop singers comparing them to. That was a pretty good idea. I'll give you a couple points for that one.
Yeah, so I tiered. I tiered the girl pop singers with the Power 6. I threw Big East in there, plus Gonzaga, Wichita State, and SMU pre-sanctions. So you had like tier 1, which are the top true national title contenders, which were Taylor. You had Katy Perry right behind them, which are the guy Final Four. You're not surprised they're in the Final Four. Then there was Beyonce's the overrated category. You had Iggy Azalea's the teams that just sucked.
Selena Gomez, am I right?
Who
up and coming.
I'm putting all my money on the Selena stuff.
But yeah, I'm a Selena chick. Big
her one song
huge Demi guy. Huge Demi guy. She is the biggest Quaalude of all time, and I love it because she's just so kind of like ditzy. But at the same time, I just need her to take advantage of me bad. Like,
not smoking hot.
Yeah, she's her cool for the summer video gives me
and she dates Fez from that '70s show.
Yeah,
really.
Terrible.
I knew that.
That dude, I don't know what
I'm pissed that Ariana Grande went on that donut licking, hating America thing because her and Selena were vying for my #1 spot there for a while. Now she's obviously down.
Yeah,
she's on the deep. She's regressed up hard.
Like they both put out bangers with Zed. Like Selena's "I Want You to Know" with Zed. the music video, she's just a smoke show in. Like, I watched that music video for the visuals.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I don't listen to Cool for the Summer before I work out and just stare at myself in the mirror just to get jazzed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're having a big day, you kind of need to get into the zone, and Cool for the Summer just hits home.
I don't like Cool for the Summer anymore. I'm throwing that out there.
Oh yeah. Haven't listened to it.
I think it's still a good song. I pump it.
Oh yeah, no doubt. It's 130 decibel levels in my car whenever it comes on. But just the YouTube clicks, having to go through the ads, just it's a dead process to me. Just waiting for the next new banger. Honestly, I'm just waiting for the next new banger.
Yeah. See, I need. A lot of people want to talk about One Direction, the Jonas Brothers, and all that. No, give me back the old '90s pop guys.
Yeah.
Give me All for One. Give me LFO.
Need LFO.
R.I.P. though. Give me Jesse McCartney. I mean, I'll put Jesse McCartney has better bangers than Justin Bieber.
Wow, that's bold, man.
I don't know. Bieber has some bangers.
The last two Bieber songs were bangers. Jesse McCartney's got like 4 or 5 just jams.
He was alright. Yeah, he had some.
Like body language. Body language.
Yesterday, one of the some old school Backstreet Boys song came on on the radio. I think it was Love Me, and I was just like did like an actual fist pump in the car, like, all right, this is gonna be a good Friday.
This is gonna be a decent Friday.
The wedding I was at last week went in a row. They went Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody, into Taylor, into NSYNC, into Backstreet Boys, into what was the last one they had? Then they ended up something else.
I may have cried if I ever heard those like songs back to back to back. Like I would probably just openly be weeping with joy.
Instead, we just had a big dance circle with just the whitest of the whitest moves.
Those are all absolutely. And if you started off with Whitney Houston, that's an A+ move.
Whitney.
Good old Whitney.
What's the take on 98 Degrees?
Well, they're big here. I mean, the Lachey's are from here. They have their own bar downtown.
You ever been there?
Yeah, they opened up like a year ago. It's a decent sports bar. It's not
he's a big sports guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's a big UC.
I remember he was always in those like Rock and Jock Super Bowl or the basketball game or something like that.
Their bar is on like the west side of downtown. There's like a lot of like really cool like restaurants, like things like that, like bars there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a decent sport. It's not huge. It's not a huge bar or anything, but we'll go in there, watch some games if we're down that way, or stop and get a drink. They got a ton of beer on tap.
Solid.
So it's a decent little place, and one of my friends got married like across the street from his house, and it's massive.
Yeah. How do we feel about O-Town? I saw them live in concert once.
Did you?
Well, here's how. Because growing up, my babysitter was Miss Maryland, and she went on to Atlantic City and was in the Miss America pageant, and that was like 2 weeks after Liquid Dreams came out. So like O-Town was new and performing there, and they were terrible. It was so bad. But I did also see one of the judges was what's his name? The guy from Drew Carey show, and he was in Office Space. Drew Carey's friend. I forget what.
Ryan, whatever.
No, it wasn't that guy. It was the other guy. Like he had a long head, and he had like curly black hair. He was the neighbor in Office Space who tells him to turn on Channel 13. Breast exam is on.
I know who you're talking about.
I forget what his name is, but that's my Barstool confession. I saw O-Town live in concert.
Well, you missed it. So that fantasy football league that you see us all tweeting about that.
Yeah.
You declined, and you're missing the greatest email chain.
Yeah. After I saw that, I was like, shit, I should have joined it.
The other day, we were discussing like the emo bands that we were all into. There's a big dashboard confessional conversation. Something
all the songs that I still listen
to. I'm still on that kick.
My first concert.
I like it.
For me,
I mean, I still listen to something corporate. I'm not afraid of it.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah. That one song, Constantine?
Constantine.
That 10-minute song.
7.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's fucking fire.
It's absolutely. They have so many hot jams, and
Yeah.
I remember I saw them my senior year. They played at like York College. A bunch of us went because we were like seniors in high school, and took like the next day off because it was in the spring. Looks like after like basketball season has ended and everything's going to worry about practices.
Yeah.
And I thought I was so cool hanging out with them and a bunch of college kids.
Yeah.
Smoking Marlboros and stuff.
Smoking Marlboro Reds.
Ripping heaters and getting tattoos and stuff.
Like back before you drinking like the $9 bottle of vodka.
Oh, Kharkov.
I mean, it was like, I think ours was Vladimir is what it was called.
Oh man, like
I've had that.
you
Yeah.
can get a handle.
Well,
You can get a
so me and
handle.
RDT grew up like an hour from each other.
You can get Skull vodka handles for like $6.50
Nice.
Ugh.
in the plastic bottles. It tastes like rubbing alcohol. It's so bad, dude. I hate if I can go back in time, I'd punch my high school self back in the face. One for drinking plastic bottle vodka, and two for ever listening to Skrillex. I mean,
That's so weird that Skrillex came out for you in high school.
Yeah. Skrillex
Yeah,
came out after I graduated college.
yeah, senior year of high school, like dubstep was. I can't even fathom that dubstep was like a thing. I mean, and
I don't think
Skrillex.
that was a thing when I was in college.
Yeah,
So I graduated college '09. I think that came out right after I graduated.
yeah. It was a it was a huge turning point for like my senior year of high school, like freshman year of college. Like Skrillex was just like the Jesus of dubstep, and everybody was just on their knees, just helping him carry the cross. It was bad, man. Like,
Although I do love his song with A$AP Rocky, Wild for the
oh
Night.
yeah, Wild for the Night. Yeah, that song is a banger.
It is.
I'd be lying if I said I hadn't heard that song in like the last 3 weeks.
I mean, I look awesome when I'm driving my Honda Civic in the suburbs of Cincinnati down, like singing along to that with my polo shirt tucked into my khakis.
Yeah, Reags is that guy.
I'm not afraid to be that guy either. And then, of course, I back it up with, like, Selena.
Yeah, you got to balance it out somehow. Am I right? I was in the gym the other day, and I'm trying to find like these old songs that I forgot, and I just turned on Bangarang by Skrillex and was riding it hard.
Bangarang's still. Bangarang's still.
I don't know.
So I was down at the Missouri and Kentucky Florida games a couple weeks ago, and there was a bunch of my college friends there, and some of them have season tickets, so they put together a playlist of all the songs that we used to listen to when we were in college for tailgating. And do you guys remember the Budweiser commercial or Bud Light commercial where they had like the dubstep, like what the hell is the song? This had to be back in like 07, 08, and it was like let me look it up. It was something like What You Need, something like that. I listened to that and I was like, holy hell, I forgot this. It was like the first dubstep song I ever heard.
Let's see if I can find it here.
The best is Cinema. I think is that.
Oh
Skrillex?
yeah, Benny Benazzi and Skrillex.
Yeah. Well, the original and the Skrillex one, I swear to God, there was one summer where me and my buddies, we just used to get hammered on Thursday nights. We'd drive to Ocean City on like Fridays, and so that's the only thing we would play was that song. We'd get on the drunk bus and just have it playing on our phone and just fucking driving people crazy in the bus.
God, the drunk bus at Ocean. So I've been to Ocean City, Maryland twice. Once was senior week, which I know you're familiar with. The second The second was like summer of 07. I went there with like my girlfriend at the time and her family for like a weekend. But senior week at Ocean City, Maryland, the drunk bus was phenomenal.
Yeah, you do the bus flips and all that good shit.
Yep. Because I forget where we stayed, but we stayed. I mean, we were one of the central locations, but we were down at a party with some Anne Arundel County people down in
Downey Ocean, hon.
Down there. What did you say?
The Downey Ocean. That's how all the Baltimore people say it. When like, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm going Downey Ocean.
Downey Ocean. I've been Ocean. I mean, we always went to the Jersey Shore growing up, my family. So like Ocean City, Maryland was always that other beach for us.
Yeah. See, I think I still hold the record for shortest time spent, or the shortest amount of time it took us to get kicked out of our senior week house. We got our keys at midnight on a Thursday, and by 3 a.m. we were handing the keys back to the hotel owner and trying not to get arrested.
See, we had So we stayed at, it was like condo. It was like apartment condos type setup. So there was 3 floors, 2 condos on each floor.
Yeah.
So we fit like 10 guys into the 2 condos in the middle. Below us, one of the condos were like the girls from our high school.
Yeah.
The other side were kids from Virginia. And then upstairs were a group of girls from like Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, yeah.
So we had a pretty nice setup, and then we all just befriended like the security guard who made sure like no one who wasn't staying, like the whole thing of like if you don't stay there, you're not allowed there.
Yeah.
He just didn't give a shit, and like he's like, look, like I'll come tell you if I need you to calm down or anything like that. But we destroyed that place. I don't know how. Like my brother ended up staying there too, and same type of thing. It was bad.
Teeny weeks, yeah, it's a giant shit show. Like I said, I got kicked out in 3 hours. So the next night, like we had too many people there. Come to find out that like this place does it all the time. They rent the kids, and then they have someone come up like a few hours later, and they're like, oh, we heard too much noise. Oh, and you guys have alcohol. You guys are out of here. Because their security guards were undercover cops too. Oh. So that happened. The next day, we couldn't find anyone to like. None of our friends would let us stay there. So we were like, all right. It was like me and my 3 other buddies. Because we had 10 people, like you said, like we had the same kind of thing. We had 10 people, and we were like, you know what? Like, so we were like, we got to split up and kind of go our separate ways. There's no chance, someone's gonna let 10 people stay with them. So we were like, all right, like me and my 2 other buddies were like, all right, let's kind of split up and see if we can get someone to let us stay there. So that night, like that whole day, everyone was like, yeah, you can crash to our place. So like 2 a.m. it comes time for us to like actually be like, all right, yeah, we're gonna come over and fucking crash on the couch or the floor or whatever. But we had 10 30-packs of beer, like, in my trunk still. That's the shit that we didn't dump out from the night before. And, like, right when we got to the place, the person was like, oh, you guys can't stay here anymore. Like, we don't have enough room. So we were like, all right, you know what? Fuck this. We're going to drive home. First night of senior week. Like, whatever. We'll drive home. It's fine. So my buddy was like, do you want your 10 cases of beer? Because I'm not taking 10 cases of beer back with me. And he was like, yeah. And he was on the balcony, and he was, like, above his truck. And he was like, all right, just let me unlock my truck. Unlock the truck. I popped open my trunk, and as soon as I did that, 2 cop cars, like, with their lights on, just like, pulled up, we're like right next to us, and we're like, what the hell is this? What are you guys doing? And we're like, officer, I swear to God, like, we're leaving. We're going home. Right. We haven't been drinking. We're giving them this beer back. Like, we're over 18. We can have it. Blah blah blah. And they're like, no, you're not. Like, you're in possession of it. This and that. Me and my 3 friends had to open and pour out 300 beers. Oh. Like, I had cuts on my fingers from like all the opening. It was terrible.
Yeah, to a much minor degree in college. So we were at Kentucky. We were at one of our buddies. It was sophomore year. We were hanging out with one of our friends who were seniors at their house, and we were going to the apartment complex. I was kind of like behind them, but so there's a railroad track. So you had to kind of go up steps to like a bridge that crossed it and down. Yeah. So we're carrying like, I don't know, a 12-pack each, something like that. Nothing much because we were going to another place.
Yeah.
We get up, and all of a sudden there's cops standing at the top of the thing. So we bolt down the steps, like, look like freaking Olympic athletes. Like, we're diving over fences, like, rolling back to our other buddy's house. Like, we get inside, we're like, oh, there's cops there. Like, we got away. We're just going to hang out inside here. And our one friend's like, do you just want me to drive you guys over there? We're like, yeah, that's cool. So we walk out back. And the cops all of a sudden like shine their flashlight. They're like, hey, you two. We're like, oh. So we go up front, and the guys are like, why'd you run? We're like, well, you guys are cops, and we're 20. And they're like, they were really cool. They're like, we're really impressed with your guys' like ability to run away. But if you just walked by us, we weren't going to say anything. They're like, they were really cool though. They're like, all right, like they each took a beer to drink in front of us. And then we're like,
they were the super bad.
Pour out half. Like, we'll call it even. Pour out half.
Wow. Not bad.
That's a bargain and a half, man.
I know. They were just like, they were up there because I guess there was some like robberies going on, and they're just like keeping an eye out. And they're like, literally, you just had to walk by us, and we weren't going to say a word. We're like, well, that's good to know now, but you also know we're 20 now.
Yeah, sorry for trying to run my 40-yard dash in front of you.
Right. But they're like, we're really impressed. Like, your guys' teamwork was phenomenal. Like, the way you guys hopped over the fence together and knew where to run, we were like, we have experience.
Dude, pouring beer out is just like I remember my freshman year, I must have set like an NAIA record for times getting written up. Like I mean, and being like a football player, like in college, like you think you're like awesome. So we'd be getting just messed up like on weekdays in our dorm room because we had a triple suite, and we'd have the door open all the time, like the music blasting. And sure enough, we had this one RA who just sucked. I mean, she was terrible. She was from Kentucky, like just the worst human being you could ever imagine. And she'd write us up like on cue. Like I must have gotten written up like 5 or 6 times. My coach was like, "Dude, you gotta stop getting written up, dude. Like you're on scholarship. You can't be drinking on like Tuesday nights." And there were times where like we had to dump like full handles of Captain Morgan out, and just like in the sink in the bathroom, just looking at this lady like, "I cannot believe you're making us do this right now." Like I know this pains you too. Like you're not seeing any pleasure in this because I know it pains you just as much as it pains us.
This as bad as I do.
Like we like told her, we were like, you can have the beer. She's like, no, you guys gotta dump it out. And she's like watching us dump it out. Like she didn't have to watch us dump it out, but you know she wanted to just because she loved the fact that she caught us. It was dumping out beers is just the worst, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, talk about college stories. Too good, man. Too good. I don't know.
College.
Whatever. You can only get written up so many times. Trust me.